This log was triggered after repeated collapses in human focus. We observed their awareness shattered under the smallest interruptions. What began as survival has become vulnerability. So why can a human hold a memory for decades, yet lose their thought in the span of a second? To understand, we must follow attention itself. This narrow beam that selects one detail, one sound, one thought, while discarding the rest.
Log HX004 opening. Subject, attention. Chapter 1. The primitive sense. Attention began as protection. Early humans could not notice everything. One rustle in the leaves, one shadow in the grass, one sudden flicker in the corner of the eye. Any of these could mean life or death. The mind could not afford to linger. It had to choose and react. So a narrow beam formed, scanning, prioritizing, discarding. What it touched was alive. What it ignored, invisible. This beam, fragile by design, was never meant to be everywhere at once. It is precise, selective, a shield against the chaos of the world. Every glance, every shift, was a survival calculation. The mind learned to move with precision, to weigh signals and act without hesitation. Attention was not merely a tool, it was a filter, a constant companion that decided what mattered in each fleeting moment. Chapter 2. The visible fraction of reality. The beam moves, and with it, the world comes alive. A hand raised in greeting. A fleeting glance across the street. A curve of a smile wordless yet understood. Each moment exists because it is seen. The rest slips quietly out of existence. Streets are filled with life, voices blending into the noise. But only fragments survive, the pieces attention chooses to hold. Reality is not whole. It is selective. Humans believe their world is complete, yet most of it never enters their awareness. So each human lives inside a private world, shaped by the spotlight that follows them. As their attention shifts from one detail to another, the mind moves through life with only a fraction of the total unfolding around it. Chapter 3. The drift of distraction. Humans rarely decide where their focus lands. Outside forces reach first, and all the mind can do is obey. It drifts through the world, barely aware of where it goes. In that wandering, attention slips away almost before it is noticed. It flows toward movement, toward brightness, toward anything that disrupts stillness. Not because it deserves focus, but because it hijacks the mind before judgment can occur. Even among humans, it is rarely effort or depth that gathers eyes. It is presence, social charge, an energy loud enough to interrupt quieter truths. Attention rewards visibility, not value. It remembers the dancer, not the thinker in the corner. It celebrates the spark, not the slow burn. And so, what gathers attention is not always what deserves it. Attention is no longer a choice. It is possession. Chapter 4. The blind side. Every act of attention is a trade. What the mind selects lives. What it ignores dissolves. The price is permanent. Once a moment is missed, it cannot be reclaimed. A cry unheard. A glance unreturned. A truth overlooked. And so, life adjusts accordingly. Entire truths vanish this way, not because they lacked importance, but because no gaze turned toward them. Reality bends around attention, shaping lives not by what is, but by what is noticed. Chapter 5. The fragile power of attention. When attention holds, it sharpens into focus. The scattered current becomes a stream. And within that stream, creation begins. Ideas form, movements align, and thoughts take shape. A musician disappears into sound until the world is gone. A lover stares into a face as if nothing else exists. A believer prays, convinced something vast is listening. Every act of creation, every devotion, is born from this fragile beam. The same force, however, can trap them, locking on a thought too heavily, clinging to what should fade, devoting past the point of reason. Attention has always been their crown, their shackle, their light, and their blindness. It guides their evolution, fuels their desire, and defines what they call real. Through it, they worship, create, and destroy, shaping entire worlds from what they choose to see. End log. But attention does not rest. Even now the beam is moving, and whatever it leaves behind will be gone forever.